Okay. 26th of February 2024, video diary entry. How's it going, man? Just finished work. Not gonna lie, my feet are hurting, but you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I just realized tomorrow I'm gonna have enough money to start running ads. So what I have to do is start really perfecting the webinar script, making sure it's as perfect as possible. I know it's not going to be not going to be completely perfect, 100% perfect. It's never going to be that. But obviously, there's ways to make it as good as good as you can possibly make it, right? There's ways you can do that. So, start to really hone in on the webinar, really make it as just kind of fine tune it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna start running ads soon, create my ad campaigns, create my ad creatives. I'm pretty excited about that. I feel like the webinar is going to be a big breakthrough. The webinar is going to be a huge breakthrough. So I hope it does well. Anyway, woke up just a tad bit late today. Couldn't really do one of the tasks, which was edit two clips for one of my clients' Instagram pages. Couldn't complete that task. So I missed out on a half an hour chunk today, which isn't the best. And I woke up so much later than expected that I actually almost missed my consultation. Twice. So my consultation was at 9, right? I was supposed to wake up at 8. I woke up at 9. I got a call from the dude saying he was already waiting on the Zoom call, and I had to make up some bullshit excuse like, oh, sorry man, the meeting before ran over time. But yeah, it seemed good. He wanted to book in another paid call, which is great. He's going on holiday right now, which is fine. When he comes back, I'm gonna start with the paid calls. I got paid today for the consultation that I did last week for a client, which is great. I was late to another consultation as well. This time it wasn't a Zoom call. This time it was a in-person consultation, and he was waiting there with his coffee, and I was like 15 minutes late. It was so bad. And I told him, oh, sorry, man, I was driving from the other side of the city. Some bullshit excuse as well. I completely forgot I had a consultation. You know what? I feel like recently, my mind has switched into a different mode. My perception of these free consultations is just like, these guys should pay me for these consultations. I'm giving so much value that they should be paying me, but out of the kindness of my heart, I'm actually giving these consultations for free. Because they're not like sales calls. They're not like sales meetings. They're not sales appointments. They're nothing like that. They're actually just sit down, straight to the value, straight to showing you exactly how you can do everything yourself, and then just asking you, if you want to do this again, next time it is going to cost you, and next time, instead of explaining it to you, I will do it for you. That's the whole gist of it. So it's like, my mindset has changed a little bit. And because I feel like my week is just every single day I have like at least two consultations. Maybe some days I don't have any. That's usually on the weekends. But most days I have like at least 2 consultations. So yeah. But today was alright. I just wish I had more than 24 hours a day. Having to sleep, I fucking hate sleep. I fucking hate the idea of having to sleep. The idea of having to sleep is just agonizing. Because those 8 hours, and it's not even 8 hours. If you really want some good sleep, you want to be in bed for like at least 9 hours. If you're in bed for 8 hours, then if you're honest with yourself, you wake up not fully rested. So the idea of sleep is just so. Uh, I wish I didn't need sleep, honestly. But my body is so. I'm not gonna say overworked. I'm just gonna say is always moving. Number one, I'm always moving because I have my job and stuff like that, and that's heavy labor. And during the day, I'm either boxing or weight training. So my body's fatigued at the end of the day. My mind is fatigued at the end of the day because, in all honesty, once I wake up and I drink my coffee, the rest of the day is just work, work, all the way until I eat dinner and then sleep. And usually dinner is like 1 hour before I go to bed. So it's like maybe I'll have 1 hour of rest. But that's how it's got to be when you're building a business. That's exactly how it has to be. I realized on the way to work today while I was driving, I noticed I started feeling super excited for the future. It's not because I saw, maybe it is because I had a vision for what was going to happen, but it was mainly just because it was weird. I was very excited and very scared. To be honest, I'm always in that zone of like super excited and super scared. And it's just a mixture of those two, right? And to be honest, I feel like when you have a mixture of those two, you're just bursting with excitement for what's about to happen. But you're also terrified of what could happen. And you meld those together and you put that energy into everything that you do. Jesus, like the sky's the limit. So I'm not sure if you still feel that, Future Z. I'm not sure if you still feel that, but I hope you do still feel that, because even though you are scared, even though you are excited, it is a euphoric feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's just you feel like everything has been planned out for you. By God, by a divine power, everything has been planned out for you. And the only thing that you're fearful of is falling off the path that God Almighty has, but what's the word? Bestowed? Yeah, it's just given to you, like the path that God has blessed you with. Just falling off the path, that's the biggest fear that you have. A quote that Patrick Bet David said that really resonated was, my biggest fear is losing the goodwill of God, or losing the favor of God. Yeah, that's a terrifying thing. I don't even know if that's I don't even know if that makes sense to you guys. I mean, Future Z. Look, this whole thing was meant to be me speaking to my future self, all right? This whole thing was meant to be me connecting with my future self. Obviously, my future self isn't... Future Z, listen, you listening right now, Future Z, not the viewer, you, Future Z, you can't speak back to me because I am in your past, right? But I can speak to you. That's what it's meant to be. I want to speak to you, right? Speaking to you is the most transparent and honest version of myself that I can be. And honestly, that is one of the most, it's just, you can lift something off of your chest when you can do that. You lift that heavy load off of your chest, right? So that's why I started doing this. But turns out some people want to watch this. I don't know why. Some people want to watch me speaking to my future self. I have no idea why. I don't know where you guys are from. Maybe from the States, maybe from Australia, where I'm from, maybe from the UK. I don't know why you guys want to watch this, but you guys, I guess, welcome to watch me speak to my future self. Anyway, Future Z, I don't know where this, I guess, video diary series is going to take me. I don't know where you're currently at, what mind state you're currently at, what success level, what status level, what your bank account is looking like right now, what relationships you have, how your family is looking. Shit. How's mom and dad? I didn't even think about that. Me talking to my future self, this could be... Our parents are quite old, man. They're really old right now. Dad can't hear shit properly. Hobbling his way everywhere. Forgetting shit. Mom is still working, you know, she's 64 and she's still slaving away. Hey Z, did mom and dad get to see our success? Did mom and dad get to see what we achieved? I hope so. Look, you would know a big reason why we worked so hard is because we knew we had a time limit. We knew we had a time limit for our parents, just simply put. We knew our parents had a finite time. We know they only had a couple of years left. So this is why we have to be quick. This is why we have to be so urgent and move with intention and speed. And we have to stay focused. Because yeah, maybe if we move slow, we'll still get to where we need to be or where we want to be, but we won't get there in time. And I hope all this work that I'm putting in, I got there in time. Anyway. Z out.